Hey y'all, it's Erin, aka Grishno, and something is up in Houston. So for everyone who's not up to date on what's been going on, recently Houston passed an LGBT non-discrimination ordinance. This was a very broad ordinance. It covered the entire LGBT community, and it protected against things like housing discrimination, employment discrimination, and of course, bathroom usage for transgender people. But of course, social conservatives in Houston, in Texas, couldn't take it, and so they put it to a public vote on whether or not to repeal this. And this just went up for election. It was called Houston's Proposition Number 1. And unfortunately, Proposition 1 passed. So I wanted to come on today and talk a little bit about what happened here. This isn't just, oh, well, that happened in Houston and it's not going to happen anywhere else. This is going to happen everywhere. This is a thing that happens. We need to know why it happened, why it succeeded, and how to fight back. This was not an accident, though. This was something that was absolutely calculated by the people who wanted to repeal this ordinance, because they know that liberal voters aren't going to show up on an off year, let alone an off year election. People who wanted to repeal the ordinance, they only focus on transgender women using women's restrooms. And obviously, I'm going to disagree with the premise that transgender women are men, but that's what they've done. No men in women's restrooms, and you can see in their signage, that's what they were doing. And what this does is it builds fear in somebody. When you say, men in the women's restroom, this is what's gonna happen, and you put some dark, scary music, and you fade to, grayscale, and make it, really unsaturated. Of course, people are afraid. People are afraid. Parents are afraid. Their children. It's fear. And fear is one of the most powerful motivators for getting out the vote. The opposition to the repeal effort, they were making an empathy argument, and that's just not a powerful motivator. The people who did come out were the ones who were afraid, the ones who had fear, and we didn't address that. You could have created an entire campaign about this. Hashtag I don't belong here. Tackle it head on. Because if you don't respond, you're just letting them win. You're letting them stoke fear at the expense of transgender women, and that needs to stop. And obviously, I wasn't on the ground. I wasn't part of this campaign, but the only outreach I ever saw was targeting LGBT people. And that's great. We need LGBT support for LGBT non-discrimination ordinances. However, we need more than that. Even if everything else had gone right, because it's Houston, because it's Texas, it's still likely that this would have been repealed in a popular vote. Thanks so much for watching. I really hope that you appreciated the video today. If you have ideas, please let me know in the comments below. Let's discuss this. Let's figure out a strategy to move forward. And until next time, I'm Grishno, and I'll see you later. Hear that airplane? Alright, I think it's good. Get some coffee. There goes the heater. Let us wait for that to calm down. This is just me. I'm not slamming this. I'm not a drummer. I just don't want to do that. Hi, Gwen.